What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion that we do every trading day, Monday to Friday, and also sometimes Sundays. So this is, as you know, that today is Thursday, tomorrow is weekend, and we can see some very good trades in the market. As soon as we will find suitable entry opportunity, also in this, even during this live session, we will be jump on a trade. Now before I begin this session, guys, make sure that you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So let's see, first of all, the hottest pairs. One of them is gold. As usual, I'll be starting with the gold now. What we have seen that today we have opened a trade on gold, and it almost gone the other way, but the price has come exactly to the same direction as we have analyzed. So it was in fact a strong liquidity grab. But let's see what's happening with the gold currently and how we can find trading opportunity in the upcoming time to see in fact how gold might behave. So first of all, we look at monthly perspective to see in fact how the price action is doing. A monthly time frame, as you can see, this is long-term bull market. Back to back 2 months we have seen significantly bullish move. The previous months, what we have seen, that gold from this very important monthly level of support, we have seen that there was a very strong bounce creating this bullish engulfer, followed by this current month. What we have seen that gold from this support has created another bullish candle. Now this monthly candle is not strong enough, we know that, but at the same time what we see that the price now creating a deeper retracement. It could happen that, as you know, that this candle is going to close 1.5 days later. What I think that we could see a drastic drop on the monthly, or we could see a drastic rise on the monthly perspective. There is a probability for drop is because normally we could see a test of this monthly support zone before again bouncing back. There is one probability. Let's draw all this level on. This is the monthly. As you know, that monthly price action is crucially important when the monthly close comes. So from the weekly perspective, what we see that on the weekly time frame, gold, as you can see, created as expected. This is what exactly expected in the weekly forex forecast, to have a bullish move. We have seen that the price opened with a gap down on the weekly from this very important level of support on the weekly perspective. Now with that previous resistance, which is turning support here on the weekly, what we see that gold has created this strong move. This is the support zone, created a weekly candle and created a very strong bullish move. Now what I think that there is another probability is for the price to come again to this weekly support, which is highly likely to happen, and then have a bounce before the monthly close, because monthly close and weekly close is coming together, which is crucially important. So let's keep all the possibilities. One is here, one is here. Now if we look at the daily, now this is the daily price action. As you can see, it's going a little bit in a sideway with this, first of all, strong bullish engulfer on the daily that has a long wick at the top with a healthy body on the weekly daily perspective. And also what we see that there is a narrow candle which has a red body, long wick at the bottom. All right, so back to back 2 days. So now you know that if you, this is how normally we look at the price action, that how the price might behave. If you closely look at, you see that there is a daily bullish engulfer that has a strong green body with a long wick and in the direction of the major trend. Okay, there is another one, is the red is in fact not as strong as the bulls, so still bulls are in control. As a result, early today we have seen primarily a little bit of bullish move. At this point, the price action, as you can see from this daily, this is the daily resistance, we have seen primarily a bounce. Now if we look at intraday on the 4-hour time frame, we see that gold, in fact, you can see this is the previous session's candle, guys. Now this is the, in fact, the 2 days earlier I have posted a gold strategy. You remember exactly this strategy played out here. Just a little bit of overextended liquidity gap here, but exactly the same strategy that I have posted probably 2 days earlier on YouTube. You can review that strategy for free. The price did exactly as you can see. This is what I mentioned, that when you see that on the intraday perspective, when you see 1 hour, 1.5 an hour earlier, when the price has, the price breaks the high and the direction, the price continue to drop, and that's what happened. Exactly the same strategy, guys. Incredible. But there is a little bit of overextended here liquidity gap. That's sometimes it happens, that's unfortunate, but in most cases you'll see that the price does exactly as it is. So with that in mind, now as soon as the next candle open, we see gold is now creating some downward movement. So now what we can expect on gold is the price to there is a dodgy bearish candle. What we can expect on gold now, what I think that we could see a drop to this level, which is that we are expecting the weekly support zone. What I think that it might create a higher low with this long wick candle and then could create another bullish move. So as soon as we will find price action in this zone, creating a long wick candle or any kind of rejection, then what we can expect for the gold to continue to rise. So this is what we'll be doing on gold. We'll be waiting for a bullish setup. Otherwise we'll be keep observing. We even might see a little bit of sideways movement in this instrument. So this is what our plan on gold, guys. Let me know in the chat what you guys and girls are up to, so that I know exactly what you are doing. Mila, good morning. Mila, thank you. Muhammad Jadid, I already gave like, my brother. Thank you very much for your like, appreciated, guys. Please everyone give a big thumbs up, like the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. There is a lot of content, strategies, educational content, as you have seen already we posted. As soon as you like, subscribe and press bell button, always all the things will be in your home page. Victor Dolian, yeah, absolutely. Furkan, sir, Eurocat, please, absolutely. Mansuki, good afternoon, coach. Thank you. Could check the USD head and shoulder, yeah, absolutely. Kakulan, hello, thank you. Rizwan, hello, sir, thank you. Shidush, hello, the one and only FX Guru Gold, thank you. Shidush, thank you very much for your compliment, really appreciate it. Sir, NZD cat, please, yeah, absolutely, look at it. Gold 5 minutes, yeah, no problems, yeah. It's always refreshing to see you, coach. Yeah, thank you very much. I also really feel good when I see all of you are here watching this live streaming, giving your opinion, discussing. That's what I love, guys. That's what I always dream for. Keep in mind that what you will dream, you always end up getting it exactly the same way without any compromise. This is the real truth of the universe. So anything you want, you get. Now you might say sometime, okay, then what do many people have got things that they don't want? The reason is, if you don't know what you want, then you end up getting what you don't want. How does it work? For example, you know that it's like when you go to a movie theater. Okay, this is a movie theater. There is a projector here. All right, how does the movie theater work? The projector place the ray on the screen like that, and all the picture plays out. All right, so the things, the reality outside of ourselves played out exactly according to the projector that is we place in our mind. So our mind, subconscious mind, is itself a projector. So whatever we place in it create an impression played out in our external world. The only thing that we sometimes don't understand is because according to science we think around 70 to 60,000 thought in a day. Can you imagine? So that 70 to 60,000 thought, can you remember how many thought you remember in 24 hours? Not even, I think, one or two. Then what did you thought? What did you know, what was that thinking was telling you? Is that what is playing out outside us? So it is important that we know exactly, and that is why it is important that you need to, be clear about what you exactly want in anything, in any affair in your life. In trading, definitely you need to know what you want out of trading. I know that many of us have a little bit of idea. Let's say we generalize, we say that, okay, probably I want to be successful as a trader. So which is very generic. You need specific criteria of what you want out of trading. So, and then it will play out outside of you. That's how everything works. So let's find out now some of the indices. Right, guys, so let's jump on to Nasdaq. Looking at monthly, what do you see? That on the monthly perspective, Nasdaq is, so far it's bearish. Okay, though this is the monthly candle which is closing 1.5 days later. And if you look at the price section on the monthly perspective on Nasdaq, what do you see? That starting from here, it's an impulse correction. So every time the price was creating series of lower high and lower low, right? There is a strong impulse on the monthly followed by this correction. Now it has been another impulse. Okay, so starting from here, this is the resistance on the monthly that has, this is the level. We see the price has broken out of this resistance. Okay, grab liquidity, and from that level we have seen that Nasdaq, in fact, that started to drop. So this is the monthly price action, and what we can expect on this one is for the price to continue to drop. Now if we look at the weekly, see, going back to the monthly overall picture, if you look at the price, in fact, following this trend line also, that we can see clearly and respecting this trend line. And what I think that long-term picture, if this is, because this is a very long bearish engulfer, after closing of this candle we can expect Nasdaq to continue to drop. Now if we look at weekly time frame, we can see that there is a huge liquidity gap here on this weekly, a long bearish engulfer that has crossed all this high, okay, and then closed back below with this bearish engulfer on the weekly perspective, followed by back-to-back two narrow candles on the weekly time frame. Now with that, what we can expect now on Nasdaq is, as you can see, it's in fact creating a possible head and shoulder here. So with that head and shoulder on the weekly, we could see that Nasdaq is in fact continuing to the downside. So if we look at daily perspective, we see a very clear picture on Nasdaq. There is a, first of all, you see this daily candle basically has a huge now I know that I always talk about liquidity gap. Probably guys you have heard of it. How many of you are not sure about liquidity gap? Sometime I discuss it, I will repeat again. Let me know in the chat and we can discuss. So we see that there is a big liquidity gap in it, and from that level we have seen an impulse correction. So it is in another impulsive phase on Nasdaq. So what we see back to back quite a few days is a strong drop, narrow doji, weaker correction, right? Strong drop. So every time the price is creating a very strong drop, and today we see this price action now is correcting. This is the daily. So far it is still weaker. So what I think that if we draw the support here, we see on the 4 hour, we see there is quite a few dojis on here creating this the daily support, which is turning resistance here. What I think that Nasdaq at some point we could see that this level is being tested, and from that level we can expect Nasdaq to continue to drop. Or if we see, let's say here, a very strong bearish engulfer, even we could see drop from here. But what I think that at some point we should see further rise, because if we go back to daily, we see that this is a very important level, because you see there is a daily movement, and in the middle there is a narrow doji, very narrow doji. Now with that narrow doji, which is turning support, turning resistance here, okay, and from that resistance level we can expect Nasdaq to continue to drop. Now if I look at 4 hour, what we see that the price action, in fact you can see there is a drop, correction, drop. So we can expect now the price to a little to retrace to the upside, which is very important, the previous support turning resistance here, and from here we can expect the price to continue to drop. So yeah, if we see the price is here testing this level, giving us suitable entry opportunity, we can enter here. Once we will see strong rejection, a good price action, then we'll jump on the trade. Once we will see that in fact the retracement is over, then we can enter the trade. Good day, coach. Merry Christmas. Please, when you are starting live scalping on this wonderful channel. Simon, yeah, very soon. Thank you very much for asking. We are preparing. Let the new year come. Absolutely, we'll be starting very soon. Thank you for asking. Hi, coach. Tell us 2 indicators you are using. Yeah, so we are. I am in fact using 3 indicators. Okay, so the first indicator is the first 2 is basically 10 EMA and 20 EMA. Okay, so I have a separated YouTube video free for all that you need to know about this 10 and 20 EMA that I use. You can watch that. Just make sure that you subscribe and press bell button and go to the channel. You'll find it in playlist. So the other indicator that I use is it's a custom indicator. It's basically not an indicator, it's our trend following strategy. Okay, so it's basically this strategy will give you let me show you in another instrument. So this is basically our trend following strategy. As you can see very exactly, we see the buy and sell signal. So when we apply our TF or trend following strategy, we normally have some rules of the strategy to sell or buy. But once we turn this on, we have created a complete Pine script inputting all the rules, so that it becomes much easier for the students to find a proper trade alert, and also available for MetaTrader 4 and TradingView. So this is what our TF or trend following strategy indicator. You can use it in both TradingView and MetaTrader 4 if you are our lifetime member. If you haven't joined, then I will invite you to link in the description area. You can visit the website, join our lifetime access plan to have all those that we have, including this one and many other trade alert VIP chat group, where you will have the opportunity to interact with all the traders who are trading, including some of the graduates who are already profitable, still trading with us, sending the trade alert in the VIP chat. The incredible value you will have, you will gain experience, in fact, which is needed. Environment is very, very important. Wherever you go, anything you want to do, you need to spend time with the people who are in the similar niche, similar work. So it is important that I think that everyone to have an environment that what you want. So yeah, that's you can join that. So let's jump on to the chat. Good evening, thank you. $CAD, please. Yeah, absolutely, look at it. Faber Shipelini, hi coach, long time no see, but happy to see you. Gbpusd Schreiber, thank you, welcome. Yeah, no, long time no see, but thanks that you came back, awesome. Tofik, $Yen, yeah, absolutely. Hi sir, no problems. Tofik, Gbpusd, Z Gold 5 minutes, yeah. Explain liquidity drop, please. Yeah, look at it. Sure. Euro dollar, my friend, no problems. Rizban, just me, what can you say about $CAD? Yeah, we'll look at it. So first we'll look at GBP, USD, Euro dollar, and then $CAD. Okay, and then we'll see gold 5 minutes or other $Yen and everything, guys. Just be a little bit of patient, and we'll be doing all of them. So looking at British pound, US dollar, looking at the monthly, right? So if we look at the monthly price action on GBP USD, okay, what do you see that GBP USD on the monthly perspective? This is the monthly. That there is a huge rejection from this bottom on the monthly, strong movement followed by every month the price is creating series of higher low, okay, on GBP USD. Now this is the current month's price action. The last month, what we have seen that GBP USD has created a monthly candle that is, in fact, already we have seen it has broken all this resistance and then has come back to this support level on the monthly perspective. Okay, this is the support on the monthly. Now with that support, the price action, let's draw the level on the monthly. This is the lowest price this month has come. What I think, guys, is the price is closing in 1.5 days later. I think that GBPUSD might come back down further and then could continue to go up again. We might see a candle close on the monthly, probably closing as a doji, something like that. Okay, so basically 1.5 days we could see some up and down on the lower time frame. I think that GBPUSD either closing as a green doji on the monthly or as a red doji, something like that. And I don't think that this price will be able to come down a lot further, though it is a long term. If you look at historical data, it is a long-term bear market, but at the same time on the monthly, what we see that there is a doji here. Okay, so if we look at weekly time frame on GBPUSD, what we see that first of all there is a strong liquidity gap in this one on the weekly perspective. This is a very strong bearish engulfer. It has crossed all this candle and then closed back below as a bearish engulfer, followed by there is a weekly middleman that has a long wick at the top and also long wick at the bottom. Now this week so far we have seen some upward movement, tested this support. Let's draw this one here. Exactly this is the high of this candle, which is the low of this candle, and exactly from that level we have seen a strong rejection. Now what I think that This is the monthly low. We could see that this is the weekly candle. We could see the price remain respecting this support on the monthly, on the weekly as well. And then once the price will close, we could see break and then continuation to the upside. So with that in mind, let's look at daily. It looks a little bit of complicated, but once we will go to the lower time frame, it will become easier. Now if we look at that a daily perspective on Gbpusd, now what we see that the price action is now almost moving in a sideways. Okay, so the reason it is moving in a sideways, what I see that the price finally it will move in a sideways and then will create a bullish pattern. So this daily candle, when it will create a bullish pattern, what it will do, if you look at the monthly, you see that basically the price is bullish. On the weekly also the same thing, on the daily as well the same thing. So now if we look at intraday on the 4 hour, we see that Gbpusd in this time frame is in fact, this is the support on the 4 hour, which is the monthly support. And what I see that the price, you can see after this channel, the price is now, you can see consolidating in this area. And I think that at some point Gbpusd will come back down here from this support. We could see that a bounce to the upside. So for the time being, it is moving in a sideways, creating a bullish and bearish pattern together, right? So you see that there is a bullish engulfer, now it is creating a bearish pattern. So basically it's moving in a sideways. Once you see a clear direction for the bullish or for the bearish, highly likely that it will turn into bullish. In that case, you will be jumping on a trade. So for the time being, looks like that it's in a sideways. Okay, let's see what happened. How do you govern a trader from United Kingdom of South Africa? Thank you for your compliment. Amazing. Please, for the every registration, can I register in Nigeria? Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Yeah, absolutely, you can do it. Okay, so just letting you know, guys, that there is a discount offer going on from regulated broker EverTrade. Probably you have seen that I mentioned at the top. You can use this link. I also post a link on the chat. So use that link and use the code Wizard to claim that 40% discount. I mean welcome bonus, not discount, pardon me. Welcome bonus, and they are regulated. So anyone want to join from any place, you can use that link. So you get a regulated broker and also you get a discount on it, a bonus on it. So sir, I'm unable to buy. Hello, no problems, thank you. Okay, so hello, thank you. AUD, USD, GBP, JPY as well, please. Thank you very much. Suki coach, yeah. USD CAD, please. Thank you very much. Good evening, coach. Thank you. I'm late, please. USD CAD analysis from Philippines. Thank you, Ark. No problem. So you're all late sometime. That's completely fine. So let me look at, guys, dollar CAD. Look at this one here. Now, dollar CAD. If I again look at the bigger picture, okay, this month, as you know, that this month's December is a little bit of sideways market month, but still, as you have seen, we had quite a few good trades yesterday, so that is why in December a little bit of sideways, but that is good for us because we have more time to learn, and also yeah, definitely we are trading, because the market, when we have strategies to trade all kind of market conditions, sideways market, trending market, a reversal, any kind of market, so it doesn't matter which way the market is heading. So you see that on the dollar CAD, this is the monthly chart. Now if I look at the bigger picture on the monthly, this is the impulse on the monthly followed by this correction. Now what we have seen that here dollar CAD has created another monthly bullish candle. So if we draw a level here, okay, so this is the channel on the monthly on dollar CAD. Resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, okay, so which is turning support here on the monthly, and we have seen that a monthly bullish candle has been formed here on USD CAD, and though it is not closed, but looks like that this price over time we could see some bullish movement. Now the reason is, you see, this is the monthly price action is strongly bullish and long-term structure is bullish. So long-term view on monthly is still bullish. Now looking at the weekly, so weekly price action also, you see that there is a weekly impulse correction. So if we take our Fibonacci for this weekly move, we see the price has crossed 38.2%, almost penetrated 50%, and then we see has a rejection. Now there is a long doji on the weekly, you can see this is a narrow doji. So let's draw this level of support and resistance. So you see that there is this is the top of the doji, resistance, which is turning support here and also support here, okay, on dollar CAD. Now with that resistance turning support here, from here we can expect the price to become bullish, because what is going up is likely to go up. So the trend is very, very important. This is the real secret that I use in predicting the market. Sometimes my students ask me, so what is the real secret, that how do you predict the market with such an accuracy? The only thing that keep in mind that there is nothing that magical I use. There is always something that sometimes we even can't explain. There is always say I use some kind of things that there is always something different, but the main thing that I use that visible is the trend. Okay, trend is crucially important. So when you trade with the trend, with the higher time frame and lower time frame aligning together, this is where the real that the magic will come to you. Sometimes even, let's talk about magic, which is not part of trading, but how does it work? If you review my weekly Forex forecast, sometime you might feel like there is some magic in it. How does the magic work? Let me tell you, everyone can create magic. How does it work? First of all, you need to be clear about what you want. Number one, to create magic in anything in life. Okay, see, what I'm saying is will change your life if you can take it. I'm telling you the real magic, how you can create. Then I'll tell you how the magic, where these come from. Number two, once you know exactly what you want, is when you clearly know, believe that it is yours. Okay, it is already yours, no doubt. Trust me. First step, exactly know what you want. Second step, believe that it is yours. No matter how big the things is, no matter what the things is, no matter what it is, believe that it's yours. Now, how do you believe? That is the real secret, because we have two minds. One is analytical mind, another one is one is logical mind, another one is like the right brain and left brain. If we consider from the brain perspective, left brain, okay, will reject that it is already yours. Okay, the right brain is where you can create. So how do you then bypass that mind that will not want to believe, that doesn't see the proof? To do that, you need to change your brainwave. We have alpha brainwave, beta brainwave, theta brainwave, and delta brainwave. There is another one, is gamma brainwave. Okay, when we think, our brain operate in beta. Okay, so when we in a beta brainwave, we think very logically and we reject the information that is not visibly possible. See, so let's say you want $1 million from your trading, or you want to be a full-time trader. This is what exactly you want. Now, how do you believe in it? Because you don't have proof. Mind doesn't want to believe in something that doesn't have a proof. Then how do you get it? See, when you are in a thinking, then your brainwave is beta, the adult thinking, that brainwave. Now, the only way you can make yourself believe if you are in an alpha brainwave. Okay, and alpha is only kids under 7 to 8 years of age. They experience a lot of alpha brainwave. But as an adult, how can you go to the alpha? To do that, what you need is any kind of practice that make you happy, peaceful. Then you go to the alpha. That is why prayer comes. Let's say if you are in any religion, no problem. Any religion, Hindu, Muslim, Buddha, Christian, no problem. Any religion, when you do prayer, what you feel peaceful, you can go to the alpha. Or any kind of practice, could be exercise, could be meditation, yoga, or any kind of Tai Chi, or any kind of practice will take you to the alpha. Or any kind of entertaining. Let's say you are sitting on the beach peacefully, no problem, no any kind of chaos, will take you to the alpha. And that is where you need to deliberately believe that it's yours. It will literally will take without any resistance. Okay, and then once you do it over and over again, what will happen, that these things you started to believe in it, that will change your feeling, your core energetic frequency. And what will happen over time, you actually shifting from one lifeline to the other lifeline, becoming the person that you want to become. That is the real secret of magic. And when you do that, okay, what will happen is that magic will happen automatically in your life. And that is the magic that Forex Wizard use in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I told you the secret. If you are ready to take it, you can create the same magic. If you are not ready, don't be hopeless. Stay with us. There is a lot to tell you, give you, and I'm sure that you will become a consistently profitable trader. And this is the secret. That's how Nikola Tesla said that if you want to know the secret of this universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And that is why they are genius, because they know how to communicate with the higher energy when we are still in this world. And that is how anyone can create anything in life. Okay, so it's not anything different from that you need in your trading, the same thing. So that, with that in mind, when you combine trading, the physical matters, with your emotional thing, energetic part, that becomes whole. The reason so many people in this world struggle is because of we only know the half truth. Okay, half truth is when you only look outside, see this world, that is half truth. The whole truth is, so we only consider 50%. See, the tree, building you are seeing is 50% what is seen. The other 50% is what is unseen. And most people cannot grasp the concept of the unseen. That is why we reject that unseen part. That is why it's becomes so difficult. So that's what we need to figure out to create anything. So let's jump on to again trading, looking at the USD CAD on the weekly perspective. What do you see? That this is the weekly time frame on USD CAD. There is a weekly impulse followed by this correction. Okay, so with that correction, now what do we see? That USD CAD now creating a rejection from the bottom. Now this is the weekly price action. As I mentioned, long-term market is bullish. So looking at daily perspective, what we see that on the daily time frame, dollar CAD created this this is strongly bullish candle. Now this current price action on the daily, it's still where there is neither bullish nor bearish. So let's see on the lower time frame further on the okay, so 4 hour on USD CAD we see an impulse correction. So this is also on the lower time frame, is still in a sideway. So if we draw this level here, this is, look, this is dollar CAD, the price action we see. So what you could see basically is coming here, testing this and then going up. Why? Because we have seen dollar CAD has come back down here and then created a double bottom, okay, and then has broken up from this double bottom. Okay, so with that double bottom and then has broken up. So with that breakout, what we see that in fact that it left resistance here. So with that resistance, this is the resistance here. Okay, all this level is a resistance. This is the neckline of this double bottom. Okay, and then has aggressively, impulsively has gone up. Now narrow candle, smaller candle is being created. So what I think that dollar CAD is likely to do is to come back down, okay, to this level, which in fact will create perfect balance of previous resistance, which is turning support here. And from that level, what we can expect the price to continue to rise. So if we, this is the zone, then once we will see dollar CAD has broken down to this level, tested this previous resistance, turning support, and then we can expect to go long on dollar CAD. Okay, yeah, so doing anything from here is not a good idea because the market will leave then an imbalance here. So we need to see this imbalance has been filled, and then we can consider going long, because long-term price action, as you can see, monthly bullish, weekly bullish, and daily showing bullish. So once you'll see the prices created a proper retracement, we can consider going long on dollar CAD. If I buy the apprentice package, how will I receive signal? Khairul, yeah, everything will be sent to private Telegram. Once you join, you'll receive the link for the Telegram channel, and you'll receive everything in private Telegram channel, and also website, all the courses in the website. Are you running any trade? Yeah, we are running on US oil trade, which is running. Yeah, this is only the trade that we are running. Is it good to take a trade today and hold it or it's better to wait for the month of January to come back on the market? Rizwan, a very good question. Look, it depends on what time frame you are trading, but if you find trade, why not? Okay. Because normally you know that today is 30th of December, right? Now it's 30th. That means that only one day. Trust me, tomorrow will be wild. The market will move like wild, because last day of trading week and trading month, last day of the month and last day of the week is always very, very wild. Okay, which is very important that that the market will be very wild. And yeah, so yeah, if we find trade, why not? Definitely. Good day, trader. I got, yeah, sure, thank you very much. We'll look at silver also. I'm long US30. Can you check, please? Absolutely. True, great information. So, yeah, absolutely, thank you very much. Yes, coach is first part of the law. Yeah, sure, thank you very much. Yeah, coach, at about dollar yen, can we buy it now? Yeah, absolutely. Dollar yen, yeah, let's look at it. Dollar yen, what's happening? So looking at dollar yen, and looking at the monthly perspective, what you see that dollar yen on the monthly, it is so far it's still bearish. Okay, dollar yen, but you can see that. Now if you look at the monthly perspective on dollar yen, this is the monthly level of support here. Okay, now then, how do you find a good trade on dollar yen? This is the monthly support. As you can see, the price primarily had a bounce from this monthly support. Okay, so what I think that dollar yen, let's see what higher time frame perspective is doing. So let me see overall picture. See, overall picture on dollar yen, if you closely look at, you see this is the bigger monthly impulse. Okay, a strong impulsive move to the upside on dollar yen. The past 2 months, what we have seen, a bearish engulfer followed by this another bearish candle. Now this is this current monthly candle, which is closing as a like 1.5 days later, but what I see that is still there is a probability for further drop. At least we can expect it to come back to the support again. If we look at weekly, what we see that on the weekly perspective, the price, this is the previous support, which is turning resistance here on the weekly. There is a long doji here. Let's move the doji here. And what we see that this is the weekly doji, this is the support, which is turning resistance here on dollar yen, and from that zone we can expect a rejection on dollar yen. Okay, now looking at daily, now daily price action, as I mentioned earlier, guys, this is what exactly is doing. What we have seen that there is a very strong daily impulse. Now this daily candle on the daily perspective is in fact has a that liquidity grab at the top. It's a middleman. Now with that middleman, what we have seen, the price has formed a channel. Okay, this is an upward channel on the daily. Now from after hitting this exactly where I mentioned, see that this is the support, which is turning resistance with this daily candle. But we have seen that the price in fact today, melting. So it's basically when you see this kind of price action on dollar yen on the daily. Now if we turn on our TF indicator, you see that exactly where we started, there is a sell signal exactly to the point. Okay, right, so with that sell signal on dollar yen, what we have seen that the price has strongly rejected. So, and back to back, how many days? 3 to 4 days, 5 days, we have seen a channel to the upside. So this is a very healthy market structure. There is a strong bearish engulfer followed by this channel, okay, which is in fact a healthy market, okay, healthy bullish channel. Now from that last day of trading week, what we have seen, this green candle hit this previous support, which is turning resistance here, and from that level what we have seen that the price is now rejecting. So if we look at that intraday perspective, this is in fact nice looking bearish. Now back to back 3 dojis, right, back to back 3 dojis, it's a sign of strong drop. Okay, now there is a wing here. This is the left wing. We haven't seen yet any right wing. What I think that, let's say this one is closing as a doji, so it could be that it could just like a melting ice may continue to drop like that. There will be another probability is for the price to go up and create a right wing with this one completing a full head and shoulder and then to drop. Now the question is, in what situation I will be trading? See, this is one probability I can trade from here, but I always look for the highest probability trade. So with that in mind, what I will be waiting for the price to create a wing here, a green candle or any kind of long wick candle or any kind of false breakout, and then jumping from here to the downside. This is where I will definitely open a position, and also I will be sending the same trade alert to the students who are trading in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So this is my plan on dollar yen, and dollar yen for me is first priority now in all pairs because it looks very lucrative. Once it will break, it will have a strong drop. There is almost, let's say, even if we look at this one here, almost 200 more than 200 pip more ahead on dollar yen. Okay, so I will be really keep eye on it. Okay guys, in the meantime, help everyone, please give a big thumbs up. Okay, I will count 2 to 1 so that everyone can remember it, and also subscribe to the channel. That really helps me to create more. When I see more views, more likes, my creativity goes up and I create more for you so that I can serve you in a better way. So 210, thank you. Give a big thumbs up and also subscribe, and I really appreciate your support to Forex Trading Wizard Academy, and also take all the advantage that you can take. There is one thing you can take is if you looking for a regulated broker, you can use EverTrade. They are globally regulated, trusted, and you can have 40% welcome bonus using a code wizard, link in the description, also code available in the description. When you are signing up, use that code to have that bonus in your trading account. So let's jump on to gold again to see in fact what it is doing. Now gold, what we see that if we look at first of all monthly perspective on gold, this is the monthly price action, this is the support on the monthly, right? So we have seen very strong bounce. That is we're discussing in all my analysis. See, sometimes you see that something maybe I repeat many times, and sometimes it might feel a little bit of bored, I know, but as a matter of fact, trading is like that, and there is a power of repetition. That's why I repeat a lot. Keep in mind, repetition is the only way, not only way, is a very effective way to master something. Okay, because if you give a child, maybe they can learn very fast. As an adult, sometimes it becomes hard for us to learn something, but once you repeat it become rewired in your brain. And that is why I consciously repeat many things that I did in the past. I know that I can escape, but I repeat so that I remember. That really helps to make the best decision possible when you are trading. So monthly, we see that there is a monthly bullish candle here, bullish engulfer. Okay, followed by this month's, what we have seen so far, a bullish move. Now we have seen the price has come for a significant retracement. Now what I think that we could see further bullish move, or we could see drastic drop, but which is less likely to happen, because what is going up is likely to go up. That's the law of trading. Looking at weekly, now weekly price action is what we see that in fact significantly bullish. Starting from here, this is the impulse on the weekly, a strong impulse, okay, followed by this correction. Now with that correction, we see a narrow doji has been formed. Okay, a big move. Now we see every week creating series of higher low, followed by the last week, what we have seen, a candle that in fact has a gap down, and also that is formed on top of this previous resistance turning support. Very powerful area, because if you look at 4 weeks opening and closing, and including dojis and all those dojis, so it's a powerful level. And we see a gap down. It's like a penetrated in the support, created this bullish move on the weekly perspective. Now if we look at daily, we have seen that daily perspective also. See this price, basically because of the December, we see the market is it's now concentrating in one point. Okay, so this is the monthly, which is concentrating in one point, and from that level I think that we should see some bullish move initially. Let's say this one, this today's candle also is a weakless candle, or there is one here weakless candle. So we have seen this one already tested, grab liquidity from here. Now today's one is still going on. If this one, let's say if this one become weakless candle, then tomorrow is last day of trading week. What you could see, grabbing liquidity from here and then bouncing to the upside. So this is, if that's the case. Now if we look at the intraday, now we see back to back 2 dojis, right? So in both of these dojis, what we see that this one is still not closed, but this one also bearish. We could see that the next one again coming back down, okay, on the this way, and then after coming back down, grabbing liquidity, we might see that in fact the price is going up. Now let's draw the weekly level of support, which is the weakest candle. So this is the last point where we have seen the price has come, didn't break, and then has gone up, right? I think that today this level, that 1803.31, could be respected, and then we could see the price is going bullish. So this is what I expected initially, that mentioned that the price might come down here and then to continue to go up. So what I think that we could see sideways or respecting this 1803 and then creating a bullish move for the short term, and then over time we'll see which way the market will be heading. So basically you see there is a liquidity gap on the intraday on gold. This doji has formed, and then what we are seeing that every session the price is creating long wick candle or series of higher low. Euro NZD, I'll look at it, no problems. Strand gold, sell gold, okay. US30, no problems. Sinjay, yeah, you mean the brokerage? You can find the link in the description with the low capital. You can do that. No, Rizban, look, that's not true. Okay, so if anyone, let's say, repeatedly loss, then not mastering the loss, because see, we either we choose what you want to learn. See, let me tell you a story. A father has two sons, okay, two sons. Now the father was, let's say, an abusive father, drunk father, okay. Now he has two sons, okay. Now one son became famous, very rich, successful, okay. The other son became like dead, like broken, maybe drunk or addicted or whatever negative way has gone. So now someone asked the first son that why you became like that. He said, look, why shouldn't I? You see, my father was this. I shouldn't be like that. So he became different. Now when asked that one who is broken, he answered the same question. He said, someone asked, why did you become like that? He said, why shouldn't I become like this? You see, my father was like this, like this, like this. That's why I became like this. Okay, the same reason, but one became like that, one became like this. So we choose what you want to become. Like, that is why, let's say, if someone having a loss, then what do you want to learn from it? You want to learn from it not to, or you want to learn to do it in the same way. So that's the choice, that everything has a choice. So we need to make that choice. What do you want to become? Yeah, I understand, Rizban. Understand, that's fine. Okay, so let's jump on GBP, JPY. Okay, if we look at the monthly, what do you see that on the monthly perspective on GBP, JPY? After this monthly doji, the price has gone up. Previous months created this narrow doji. Now this month, where we have seen that there's a long candle which has a long wick here, right? So basically if we look at the weekly perspective on GBP/JPY, this is where we see the price action is in fact bearish. There is a, you see there is a long bearish candle. This weekly bearish candle in fact has strong liquidity in it. This is the resistance zone. And the price has penetrated this level, grabbed the liquidity, closed as a bearish pin bar, followed by what we have seen that there's a gap opening, created this bearish candle. Okay, so basically the price has completely disconnected from this structure on GBP/JPY, and now what we have seen that the price basically the bulls tried to push the price high, but it is rejecting. That means that as you can see, yen is getting a little bit of stronger even with dollar, and we could potentially see that GBP/JPY highly likely that we might see another rejection. So if we look at daily, this is where we see the price action. There is a daily impulse, strong impulse, big, followed by every day the price is creating series of lower high, followed by we see every day the price is creating series of higher high and higher low. So this is a local channel on the daily perspective. Okay, if we look at intraday time frame, what we see that this is the channel the price was moving along on GBP/JPY. So with that channel moving to the upside, that's what I mentioned earlier, that what we have seen with this long wick candle, the price has just crossed this resistance. With this narrow candle, you see this is the resistance, had just crossed, and with that crossover we have seen the price has closed as a long doji. And with the doji we see the price now, that started to move. And now what we have seen with this green candle, the price has created a retracement. Now with this current one, which is now breaking down, as I mentioned that that tomorrow will be very, very aggressive day for all the instrument, and it looks like that it is preparing for a drop, because you can see that GBP/JPY on this time frame, the price was basically moving up along this channel. Okay, so with that movement, in fact it has created head and shoulder now and breaking from this channel. Okay, so with that breakdown, with this bearish engulfer, what you can expect on GBP/JPY after retesting this level, we can expect to continue to drop. So this is the support on channel, support, which is from there we have seen a drop. Okay, with this long bearish candle. Okay, very, very impressively now the price is coming back down. So basically GJ is set for another impulse. Okay, if we look at going back to the higher time frame, because the monthly is closing, there is still a huge room on the monthly and weekly, especially. You can see that for drop, at least we can see the weekly support is broken, which is on the daily, and on the intraday is also a strong move, which is almost, let's say, 200 pip move. So it's same as dollar yen, GJ also giving us a strong move. But what we need to see that the price giving us a suitable entry opportunity on GBP/JPY. Okay, so this current candle is closing almost 16 minutes later. What we see, a strong bearish engulfer. What I think that later we might see a little bit of false breakout to the upside, and if that's the case, that is where I'll be entering. I need, like the dollar yen, as I mentioned, if I go back to dollar yen, we see it is now creating a strong bearish candle from this doji. What I need, a right wing in the similar way for GBP/JPY. I need the same thing, a right wing. So let's see what happened, and then we'll jump on the trade. Whatever is watching from, thank you. I'll look at it. US30 is exploding. How much further it will go? Yeah, we'll look at it. US30, please. Okay, so we'll look at next Euro NZD and US30. Okay, so US30, now this is the monthly on US30. Okay, and monthly close is coming. What we have seen, that if we take our Fibonacci on the monthly from low to the high, we see the price exactly came to 38.2% Fibonacci level, and from this level we have seen a bounce. Looking at the weekly, this is the weekly price action. What we have seen, that there is a narrow candle on the weekly. Now this week the price opened with a gap. After opening with a gap, the bulls couldn't break the weekly high. Instead, what we have seen, that from this resistance the price has been rejected. Okay, so looking at daily, if I look at the daily, what we see, that on US30, from this resistance, so far we see that bearish move. Very little bit of confusion, because if you look at the monthly, we have seen from 38.2% Fibonacci, there is in fact a bounce. Now if you look at the weekly, we see that it's a strong rejection followed by this narrow candle. So weekly price action showing so far still bullish. Monthly, looking at daily on US30, what I think, guys, that we might see today again going back to the daily 20 EMA zone. Okay, at least we can see the prices going there today. So if we look at the 4 hour, so it looks like that we might see range bound on the lower time frame. The reason is, you can see this is the support is being respected on US30. Okay, support here, and this is the resistance here. Resistance, so series of lower high on resistance, support here, so it's basically, it's looking like it is going in a range bound, guys. Now for the time being, we could see bullish move. Okay, but as you can see, the resistance is creating series of lower high. So at the same time, we see bounce from here. We could see the price again coming back to this level, and then from here coming back down, but still there is no signal on this one for trading. But as soon as we will find, we'll take it. If we see a very strong bearish move or bullish move based on how it is forming, we'll be going. But for the time being, what I think that on the daily, the price might test this daily 20 EMA. Thank you. Hi, sir. Okay, let's jump back to on dollar yen, which in fact closing in 11 minutes showing a very strong bearish price action. So, and after the back-to-back two dojis, we have seen very strong drop. I'll be entering dollar yen as soon as I will find entry. Dollar yen, as I mentioned, that you see is dropping, and in fact it has formed very strong bearish price action, and it is aligning with all the higher time frame. Monthly strongly bearish, weekly also now forming a bearish price action, daily, okay, which is in fact bearish engulfer. So if we look at 4 hour, where we see that there is head and shoulder, okay, left shoulder, head, and this is the right shoulder. So looks like after this impulse 5 days correction, now we see that the price again, you know, rejecting. So that we just need significant you know, completing this pattern, and then we can enter to take this move. Okay, it's in my watch list, dollar yen. So dollar getting weaker, gold getting stronger as a result. Back to back, we see that couple of sessions liquidity gap. So gold looks like that. You see there is once here, there's once here, there's once here. So gold looks like that, significantly bullish. Back to back 3 sessions created this trend line. Let me look at the daily gold. If we look at the monthly, weekly, so weekly perspective, you can see gold, in fact it is bullish. Okay, every week the price is creating series of higher low. Okay, series of higher low is being created, and from this support, which is significantly bullish. Daily, so this is the daily chart. As you can see, there is a weekless candle on the daily perspective on gold. Okay guys, so from the weekly, the price now currently facing this resistance. If I look at the 4 hour, we see that this is currently, this one is creating strong bullish move. Now if we turn on our TF indicator, we see that some bullish signal has been generated here. So that means we could potentially see some bullish move on gold. Now if we look at higher time frame giving us bullish price action, now lower time frame is aligning with that. So yeah, and also if you closely look at, you can see that series of higher low is being created. So that means that we might, finally see that gold is continuing to the upside. Yeah, looks like that gold is getting bullish. Okay, the price action is bullish, the trend is bullish, so looks like gold getting bullish. Let's see how this candle close, and then we'll see in fact which way we might see gold is heading. So with that said, if gold is going up, that means the dollar getting weaker and yen getting stronger. So if I look at all those pairs quickly just to see which one is doing what. Looking at Eurujpy, guys, what do you see that monthly? Now Eurujpy, this is monthly, currently showing some bearish movement. After this monthly narrow candle this month, we have seen the price has gone up to this level where there is a significant previous resistance, created this monthly bearish candle. Looking at weekly, we have seen that there is a strong bearish engulfer on the weekly as well. The price has reached this level, which is the previous support turning resistance. Looking at daily, Eurujpy, exactly like Gbpusd, USDjpy, Eurujpy also creating this impulse correction. It is another impulsive phase. Now if we closely look at on the daily time frame on Eurujpy, we see there is a wickless candle has been formed on the daily so far. Now the price already has crossed the previous day's low. This is high probability trade. Now there is one probability to happen is that at some point, if there is any spike coming up, we could see that wickless candle has broken and then the price coming back down. One probability. Another probability is maintaining this wickless candle on the daily, the price to continue to drop. In both cases, it is in fact a high probability trade. If we look at on the 4 hour, we see the price nicely created a pattern which is in fact reversal. You see that this is a nice looking local bullish trend. This is the channel the price was heading to the upside on Eurujpy. Now with that, we see that first of all, with this wickless candle has broken down, corrected. Now it is creating another breakdown. What I think that we might see some spike for liquidity grab to break this low, and then highly likely that the price will continue to drop. So in what situation I will be entering trade, let me tell you on Eurujpy. So basically looks like the JPY is interestingly giving us some trading opportunity. Now already we see this is a bearish engulfer. You see the high is broken on Eurujpy. This is the 4 hour candle on Eurujpy. You can see that the high is broken, so created a higher low, and also this is crossing this full body on Eurujpy. Okay, so giving us potential bearish setup. What I think that we might see some retracement to the upside, might form a doji here. So once it will form this doji, highly likely, then I will be entering the sell trade. So basically Eurujpy, let me tell you where it can be targeted. You see there is a wickless candle here as well. It could be targeted at least to this level, first target, and even it can be extended to this level. Okay, so on the intraday perspective, let's say if it form a narrow doji Eurujpy like that, let's say a doji like that, then we can enter the trade with keeping the stop loss above the doji and then targeting a big risk to reward. One probability. Another probability is if you don't want to wait for doji, that we have a strategy to trade this kind of pattern, then another probability is to keep the stop loss above this high, targeting here. Could be a low risk to reward, but it's still a high probability trade. So Eurujpy, now you can see this melting, and it's created a nice looking reversal here. This is the reversal pattern. Okay, double top, broken down, tested, now it is coming back down again. So yeah, this is a high probability bearish setup. So that means it is reflecting in all the JPY pairs, yeah, the same way. So all the JPY pairs has given us significantly bearish price action. Gold, you look at it, we discussed already, but we'll look at again. So how do you draw an IDE? What do you mean by draw an IDE? Please, how do you draw a line and identify head and shoulder pattern? Okay, Simon will discuss it, no problem. Okay, so can you check AUD USD for quick analysis? Have a look at it. US oil coach, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's see Eurujpy, what it did. It formed a very strong bearish engulfer, Eurujpy. Okay, so the way the price action from Eurujpy given us a very strong bearish price action. Okay, what it could do, it could form a middleman here and then could continue to drop. The only thing that there is a wickless candle here, and also we could see bounce from here, and target should not be below this low. In that case, if we, let's say, enter from here, stop loss above all this high could give a bit lower risk to reward ratio, but the probability will be higher. This one will give at least 1 to 1. Okay, so we'll be selling Eurujpy now. Okay, now a bit bigger stop loss, that is why risk management is so important. This is 92 pip stop loss. I'll explain everything why I'm taking this trade. So Eurojpy, to do the risk management, if you go to this my FX book, it's a free website. Position size calculator. So if you go to this website, you can, it's a free website, you can calculate the lot size. Account size, let's assume that your account is $1,000. Keep in mind, everything in this channel guys showing is only for educational purpose. Stop loss pip is 91 pip, and the lot size is 0.01 lot, basically as per this calculation. So this is basically everything in this channel, as I mentioned guys, is only for educational purpose, just to help you to learn trading. So we'll be placing pending order 141.965, stop loss 142.88, take profit at 141.04. This is a swing trade, so even when I'm not in live, we'll be running this trade. Now if anyone running this trade with us from this YouTube live, you can join the free Telegram channel, link in the description. I will keep any update or anything like that in the free Telegram channel, including all any other updates that we get. So we'll place pending order at 141.965. So let me post the trade. So we do open all kinds of trade. Sometimes we do open very quick, as you have seen last time we have opened scalping trade, and also you do open swing trade as well. We are not, and also day trade, depending on the market situation. Okay, so I will keep that trade running on, and let me explain why I have opened this trade on Eurojpy guys, so that you also know exactly what's happening. And this trade should be hitting the TP. If you know, trading is probability, no one can guarantee either it will go to SL or TP, but if it comes to TP, it should become by tomorrow, because the market looks like that is highly volatile now, as the monthly and weekly close is coming, and our you know, the TP is just above the weekly opening and close. So if I look at the daily chart, we see that Eurojpy, in fact, on the daily perspective, there is already a very strong drop happen on the daily, big drop, followed by quite a few days, you know, that slow retracement, so which is in fact giving us potential opportunity to drop. So this is a long term now bearish market, strong movement, correction. Okay, we can expect another drop. Now if we look at intraday time frame, this is where we have seen this trade. The reason is on the 4 hour. The reason behind the trade, as you can see, this is a very full body that you see. This is the price action that normally I look at when I trade in any time frame. You can see that it has crossed the high completely, okay, and then the has crossed the low, passing this one, and full body red. Okay, so it has in fact a huge volume in it. Okay, and if you closely look at, you see that this price action basically penetrated this reversal pattern here, this triple top or double top, and then close back below. So this this price action, there is a fake move here to the upside, is basically a liquidity grab. So when you see that in most of my trade, I use liquidity grab as a very important confluence, because when there is a liquidity grab, there is a high probability. Okay, so this one is Eurusdjpy. We'll be keeping that running. As soon as it hit, we'll jump on a trade. Okay guys, if you want to learn our strategies, we do have a specific strategy to trade this kind of market. If you want to learn, you can apply in other time frame as well. You can find a link in the description. You can visit the website and join us. There is a discount going on. Join our lifetime access plan so that you can have all the trading tools, including this TF indicator. You will be part of a great community where there is a VIP chat group where you will be able to interact with all the traders who are trading with us for the rest of your life. So let's jump on to other pairs. Keep that one on, which is placed as a pending order, because it should test this 20 EMA, and from that zone we should see some bounce. Okay, Euro NZD, guys, one of you asked, I apologize, it was delayed, but Euro NZD looks like that, looks like the Eurusdjpy. We might see some downward movement. Looking at the weekly, first of all, on Euro NZD, from this weekly resistance after the previous weekly bullish candle, we see after breaking the weekly high, the price is coming back down. If I look at the monthly, there's a strong bearish movement. Weekly, looking at the daily, what we see that on the daily, the previous day there is a bearish angle, followed by today the price has risen up, tested this support, turning resistance, and now we see some rejection. If we look at intraday perspective, we see that this price action to me is bearish. You can see smooth, nice looking bearish price action. Okay, so we see possibly there is a head and shoulder, and then the price, this green candle is a liquidity grab fake move, tested this level completely, and then this narrow candle on the 4 hour is basically the starting of this move. In my opinion, nothing guaranteed in trading. So with the 20 EMA retest, we could see Euro NZD is coming back down. It's a pending order, Simon. It's a pending order. GBP USD. So it's a pending order, but already hit. The pending order is triggered. So that trade is triggered. If you are not in pending order, then it could be a market order, so which is triggered now. Eurusdjpy. So keep in mind, guys, as I mentioned, that it's only for educational. At any point we could see upward movement. It is possible. Okay, so, and also there is a lot of PP involved in it. If you don't do proper risk management, and if you take, let's say, in a live account, this could cause some problem. Okay, so make sure that you do proper risk management, and also open in a demo account just to learn, to gain confidence. Okay, I'm looking at all those pairs. GBP CAD, has formed a very strong bearish price action also. GBP CAD, you see that there is quite a few times up and down. Okay, there is a strong bullish engulfer which is completely a fake out, and then the last one is a bearish engulfer which is very strongly bearish. Okay, so you see that on the daily. So GBP CAD, basically this candle, this red candle, is a highly bearish engulfer, and it's a powerful bearish engulfer. I love to sell GBP CAD. So for GBP CAD, you see the price action in fact form a very strong bearish structure here. Not a good idea because there is a 20 EMA on the daily. It could come to test this daily 20 EMA. Yeah, there is a probability. I'm gonna keep only Eurusdjpy. So Eurusdjpy after the test of 20 EMA came back down. So we are triggered on Eurusdjpy. Mine also triggered. Yep. In the similar way, CAD JPY also created a bearish price action. So basically JPY looks like very stronger against most of the pairs. In the similar way, Euro AUD has formed a bearish candle on the 4-hour. This is a bearish pin bar, and higher time frame is bearish. Just looking at all the pairs, guys, to see who is doing what. Okay, so US oil, we are running a trade on US oil, which is almost running in profit on this one. Okay, so US oil, basically this current candle which is started to drop aggressively, and I sincerely believe that, so this is the entry point on our US oil trade, which is, you see that it's coming back down again, and I think that we could extend our profit target, because you can see after this big drop there is a fake move up, which, as I told you, that before the monthly close it happens all the time with this green candle, now followed by this current red candle. You can see has crossed the high and then closing back below with a strong bearish engulfer on US oil. So with that bearish engulfer, basically US oil now melting, and what I think that US oil is likely to drop. Okay, so there is a probability for this drop, and here's almost 2 times profit target, but I think that yes, this should be fine. It's coming back down. If I look at the 1 hour chart, there's a very strong bearish engulfer, which is in the first hour we see this movement. And as I mentioned yesterday, if you look at the higher time frame on US oil monthly, I mentioned yesterday that US oil may not go up, and this is what exactly happened. You see the price from the monthly resistance now rejecting, and we could potentially see some movement. If we look at the weekly, the same way, after the weekly price, after grabbing liquidity, we see the price is now melting to the downside. If we look at the daily, it's the daily price action, which there is a narrow doji on the daily perspective, and we see every day the price is coming back down, and it could, in the first move, if it continue to drop, it could come back here above this doji. If we look at 4 hour, this is what happened on US oil. So from this resistance, we see that the price grab liquidity and coming down. So this is now a high probability setup for dropping further. So yeah, awesome, thank you, very good. Yeah, UJ, hopefully that will take close with profit. Okay, so our US oil trade also going in the profit, that's good. Eurujpy, so US oil is our VIP trade. Eurujpy that I have opened in this live session. Hopefully that we will be successful on this one as well. Guys, thank you very much for joining this live session. Give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also join the free Telegram channel, link in the description. There's a lot to take from this Forex Trading Wizard Academy. If you are looking for a regulated trusted broker, you can find a link in the description for Ever Trade regulated with 40% welcome bonus only for Forex Trading Wizard Academy followers. Use the code WIZARD when you are signing up. So 40% welcome bonus. So the more fresh deposit you will put, the bigger will be the bonus. So with that in mind, I'm gonna end this session. We'll keep this trade running. I'll keep updating on a free Telegram channel if there is anything. And with that in mind, make sure guys that you manage your risk all the time, and also check out the website if you want to learn our strategies, trade with us, the way we predict the market in this way, so that you can become an independent, professional, profitable trader. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow again in this live session. Weekend is very important, as you know that we do open live trade like you have seen today, and also in our VIP trade as well. So tomorrow I'll see you in the same time. Stay well, stay happy. Have a good morning, evening, and